McKenna Corhub, and I go to 211 campus, and I'm an 11th grader at Flower Branch High School.
Hey, I am Jordan Taylor. I am a junior at Logan Christian Academy, and I'm from the 316 campus.
I came to know Christ when I was about 7 years old, but I don't think it fully clicked, and my heart and my head did not connect until I feel like this past year even, and just breakaway camp was where like my heart and my head connected, and I feel like that's when I fully like started following Jesus with my whole heart.
I was coming from a kind of a weird season in my life before coming to Bethlehem, wherein we weren't really going to church a lot. We weren't really, I wasn't super involved in my faith. It wasn't my faith. It was really more just relying off of what my parents always told me I believed, and I just went with that for a long time. And I was coming off of a really hard season, a really weird season of some decisions I was making, and we found Bethlehem, and I started coming to students, and I was just like welcomed with open arms. It was like a really cool experience to be able to experience true biblical community, which I hadn't really been a part of enough for me to understand it fully. I kept getting plugged in, and I just kept coming back. For whatever reason, I wanted to keep coming back, so I just kept coming back and kept coming back and kept coming back.
Going to a public high school and feeling like I'm constantly surrounded by like judgment, and I feel like it's very hard to open up and be vulnerable and sharing that part of my life with other people. But coming here week in and week out, I see like my mentors and my student pastors and my small group leaders constantly like displaying that and sharing the gospel with other people, no matter what they're going through, but they constantly are sharing that with us. And that's something that I take away from here, and I get filled up, and I can go and radiate God's love no matter what I'm being surrounded by, whether it's at school or anywhere. And I feel like that's helped me with my day-to-day walk with Jesus.
When you walk through the doors here, you kind of feel a lot more welcome and just loved on, and you feel like people care about you. So that's been something that I've been able to take into my own life, my own ministries, and my own way. I was able to get saved, and I was able to find my relationship back with Christ because of the love that I was shown through church.
When I first started serving, I remember thinking to myself, like, how could I be good enough or prepared enough or equipped, because I did not feel ready in that. But like over this past season, I've learned, and God has revealed to me, that He doesn't call us to be perfect, but He calls us to step in obedience and to what He wants us to do and what He's called us to do and His purpose for our lives. And so that's something that when I let go of control and I let Him take over, I've seen like not only life change in how I walk with the Lord, but in how my friends and other stories. And I would say that's the most rewarding thing about serving here. It can be hard to invite friends that like have no idea, like they've never gone to church or seen anything, but I feel like here we like make it easy and comfortable, and I feel like as soon as like I walk in the doors, I know that I'm loved and cared for, and that like this is a safe place. And inviting friends is very easy because of the heart behind Bethlehem students.
I would totally recommend people just coming and week in and week out coming to Bethlehem students and just really getting plugged in here, because there is something so special about biblical community and a community of believers that is willing to come alongside you and to just pour into you day in and day out, and just always have that support system that you need. And as a believer, we're going to go through times of trial and hard times, so having a community of believers backing you up and meeting you where you are and pushing you to your relationship with God and through these hard times, that's been some of the things that have gotten me out of some hard times. And it's super important to be plugged into a church like this, to be plugged into a student ministry like this.